almost quit. I'm a country boy. I'm from West Virginia. I don't know nothing about this big time stuff. I never even asked to be big. I wanted to be effective, not famous. Famous is the consequences of being effective. I didn't know nothing about being famous and I didn't like it. And so there I was. And when you're first new, everybody attacks you first and figures you out later.
You know, truthfully, God's plan for our lives is to continually increase our influence in the world around us. He starts with our community, then he moves to our city, then our state, and obviously to the nations. And he accomplishes this spiritual endeavor through his divine favor, purpose, and our faithful obedience. That's how we respond. In Luke chapter 2, verse 52, we find that Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. Then in 1 Chronicles 29 and 25, the Lord highly exalted Solomon in the sight of all Israel. And the Apostle John wrote in the third letter, John chapter 2, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health just as your soul prospers." And he's just not talking about physical health. He's talking about spiritual health as well. You see, these three passages of text clearly encapsulate and capture the intent of God's plan for every Christian believer. However, in order to become recipients and benefactors of spiritual increase, the first thing we have to remember is that God will increase our influence and favor even when no one thinks we deserve it. We must remember God looks at the heart, whereas man can only see the topical, the surface. You can find that in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. Secondly, we have to respond faithfully in order to receive spiritual increase. Oftentimes, our greatest blessings emerges from our greatest challenges. So the way in which we respond or react will determine the height of our trajectory. Thirdly, we have to overcome appetizing lure or the appetizing lure of any victim mindset triggers. These triggers include feeling underappreciated, not feeling honored, feeling limited by people in your life, feeling hopeless because of past experiences, and being more devil focused rather than belief focused. I'm going to say that again. Being more devil focused rather than belief focused. When we believe we are a victim to our circumstances or our past, we hinder the opportunities of our future. Lastly, we need to remember where there is no way, God will always make a way to propel us forward. Nehemiah, thank you, Lord, would not meet with his enemies in the valley of Ono. He said, "I'm doing a great work. What should I come down to? Why should I come down to you?" Nehemiah chapter 6, verse 3. Those who believe they are doing a great work are doing a great work and will unwaveringly continue in that good work. You see, when we stop focusing on the doors that are not opening and faithfully focus instead on the doors that are open, we set ourselves up for spiritual increase, elevation, favor, and promotion. Again, we set ourselves up when we focus on the things that is right in front of us. We set ourselves up for increased elevation, favor, and promotion. No matter where we are in life, God will always promote us. Spiritual promotion comes from God and not man. And he has a change in store for all of us. The character of God is such that he loves to promote his people over and over and over and over again. All we have to do is realize every position we hold, whether high or low, is purposefully temporary. unless we decide to make it permanent, which is never God's plan nor ever his divine intention. I don't know who I'm speaking to today, but God is getting ready to elevate someone or some people higher than they've ever thought possible. Therefore, don't put limits on a limitless God. Stay faithful and continue moving forward. And as I always say, be blessed on purpose. God will increase your favor and influence even when no one thinks you deserve it, because he's God and he's in control. Take care.